It is indeed the 8th of November 2025. Welcome to the main news. We sincerely apologize for having brought you the news slightly late. However, here are the headlines. HH fails to address crowds as stone throwing disrupts Chiwempala market event. Cholera case in Mozambique doubled to 12, 6 patients admitted. Voters registration exercise to be extended UPND-SG. In sports, Kansanshi Dynamos ready for Nchanga Rangers clash, Kasempa. With the details, my name is Kondwelani Jose. President Hakainde Hichilema has donated 10 million kwacha to assist traders affected by the recent fire that gutted Chiwempala Market in Kitwe District on the Copperbelt Province. Copperbelt Provincial Minister Elisha Mutambo announced the donation shortly before the head of state addressed a gathering at the market on Saturday afternoon following a tour of the gutted shops.
Natumfo ane mkwai Please kulia mbabwe
So we have come here because of the fire here at Chiwempala. When we saw the fire happening, we were very, very distraught.
Natumfo ane mkwai Please kulia mbabwe
Meanwhile, President Hakainde Hichilema and his entourage were forced to abandon the stage at Chiwempala Market in Kitwe after unidentified individuals began throwing stones towards the podium. The incident occurred just minutes into the president's address to traders and residents, cutting short the engagement.
Formal mining, balafua legal mining. Eicho, nangu watu pera paku womera pambi. Ibi vitatu vya na walilanda. Legal mining, not illegal. Formal mining, not formal. Bati, kukawa apaku womera. Ela ushirani yawa kateka. Abantu wenu na mmona wana wenu. Apaku wombela pena kabili mwana nje. Mutu akwili sheko. Pakwewa ati. Akanya mpukunga wapoka. Waka monapa wakala ya mku wombela. Depo kupanga announcement. Okay, no mountain. Depo kupanga announcement himbi. Okay, Okay. Depo kulanda bomba paulilo. Depo kulanda paulilo wapile kuno. Bakateka lo mwantu milo kwisa mkumona mashop sero yapile. Nari beba abantu atunalaya ndondolo lukuli bakateka. Bakateka yo weshile. Walandila tetimbwelele kulusaka. Ukwana omona omuliro po wao na wile bintu bya bantu. Eicho wa isa mkumona omuliro po wao na wine vilapine vachitile nishu vyaoneke vintu kuli rayoti vafilisha vantu vafilisha vana maketi valefo kwafilisha na pali wino mulilo vakateka valafilisha abwe vipe vyapile nendalama 10 million kwacha.
The United Party for National Development, UPND, has clarified reports surrounding the incident that occurred at Chiwempala Market in Chingola, Copperbelt Province during President Hakainde Hichilema's community engagement on Saturday, November 8, 2025. Frank Bwalia, Director General of Media in the UPND Presidential Support Program, in a statement, clarified that a small group of boys climbed on to a nearby shop. However, some of the roofs began to give way under their weight, prompting the police to intervene and instruct the youth to come down for their safety. The boys began to throw stones, which caused a brief disruption. No injuries or significant property damage were reported, and security quickly resorted to order. The UPND emphasized that the engagement was peaceful and productive, with President Hakainde Hichilema donating 10 million kwacha to assist traders affected by the market fire and interacting with the local community before proceeding to Ndola for the Nkana versus Power Dynamos Derby match. The party commended the police for their professionalism and urged the public not to misrepresent the isolated incident, highlighting that the president's visit successfully reinforced the government's commitment to rebuilding livelihoods on the Copper Belt. Cholera cases in Monze district have doubled to 12, up from 6 recorded on 6th November 2025. Monze Town Council Public Relations Officer Kanchele confirmed the development, disclosing that 6 patients are currently admitted and all are in stable condition.
The number of cases has increased to 12. Out of these 12, we have 6 who are actively being taken care of by our caregivers within the facilities. We had the first cases whose patients were discharged. I would also like to inform the public that a joint response task force has been activated to ensure that we identify hotspots and try to curb the spread of the disease. Surveillance systems and field assessments are also underway, which are helping in ensuring that would-be cases are quickly responded to. Further, I would also like to give an update on the reported fishing in the swarage ponds in site and service. We are strongly advising the public to avoid undertaking such activities. This is because the ponds are a hotspot for the disease, and it is not only dangerous to the individuals who are undertaking the fishing activities, but also a risk to the communities around them. They can also be the spots where this disease is being carried from. So we advise those undertaking fishing activities to stop and ensure that residents around the same area are not inconvenienced. Further, we undertook enforcement activities. Among them was to visit the Semswa ponds so as to stop the people who were doing the activities there. We also checked would-be hotspots such as markets and other public places to ensure that the facilities are in good condition. I would like to report that most of the facilities are okay, and we will continue to monitor the situation.
Advocates for the Tobacco Control Bill have expressed alarm over Zambia's planned participation in the upcoming 11th session of the Conference of the Parties COP11 to the WHO Framework Convention on Tobacco Control FCTC, addressing the government of violating Article 5.3 of the treaty. The concerns arise from reports that the country's 18-member delegation includes individuals with alleged ties to the tobacco industry, particularly officials from the Ministry of Agriculture's T5 unit and the Tobacco Board of Zambia, TBZ. Tobacco control advocates led by Albert Piri of the Tobacco Control Consortium of Zambia and Professor Faston Goma of the National Non-Communicable Diseases Alliance have urged President Hakainde Hichilema to intervene and ensure the delegation is free from any conflict of interest.
The non-communicable diseases has dropped drastically, and adolescents and young adults are now presenting high blood pressure, diabetes, and even stroke. This disturbing trend is worsened by the unregulated surge of novel products such as the electronic nicotine delivery systems, including e-cigarettes, shisha, and vaping products. These products are aggressively marketed to the youths, often glamorized on the internet stage, and that without any restriction in Zambia. These are not harmless alternatives to tobacco, to the traditional tobacco use. These are nicotine-laced accelerants of addiction and disease. As Zambia prepares to attend the 11th conference of the parties to the World Health Organization Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, we ask the question, what should the Zambian message be to this August gathering? Mr. Piri has gone to pains trying to explain what exactly we are faced with as a Zambian community, the lack of action on tobacco control. Zambia ratified the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control in 2008, as Piri said, 17 years ago. But up to now, this treaty has not been domesticated. This failure to domesticate the treaty shows a lack of accountability on behalf of our leaders.
More than 20 vehicles in Osaka have been damaged after refueling with contaminated fuel at the Uno filling station in Kamwala South. A check at the station along Lilai Road found several affected vehicles parked, with concerned motorists demanding answers after their cars developed faults moments after refueling. A lawyer representing Uno Company confirmed the fuel was contaminated with water following recent heavy rains in the city. He assured motorists that the company will compensate those affected and has engaged the Energy Regulation Board ERB with assessments of the damaged vehicles expected to begin on Monday.
The head count of how many people are here? One. I understand how many people are here? 19. Perfect, right?
I hope everyone has written their names. Some have called actually.
Some have gone. Some have negotiated with that man.
Okay. We'll do it in public council.
Okay. So we understand that there is 19 people, isn't it?
As of now.
As of now, yes. What I can do, if the group communicates with me, is I go back to management and say, I'm going to request for 3,000 kwacha for 19 people. In exchange, you leave your vehicles for assessment. So the 3,000 kwacha is designed to facilitate your movement in the interim. I think that's a lot of good faith on behalf of the company to acknowledge that we have caused you this significant inconvenience.
No, it actually is very little. 3,000 kwacha is very little.
3,000 for 19 people.
May I?
It was an example. No, even if it's each.
May I please get through my
Okay, let him go.
It was an example.
The 3,000 kwacha is not compensation for the damage.
I understand that. It can't be.
The 3,000 kwacha is to help you move from point A to B to C as we resolve this issue.
For how long?
3,000 is for how long? So, for how long? The earliest we can get back to is Monday. So the 3,000 is for up to Monday. I think it's a more than reasonable compromise. Is it not?
Some people,
But if I go to Mumbwa now, I fill up a tank. That's gonna be about 1.5, right?
Yeah.
I come back again. I go again. I go there every single day.
Yeah.
That's like 1.5 a day.
So I run a business. I do deliveries.
I think that's the fair way.
Almost the
We're
whole
trying to look at the immediate.
using the same car.
At the immediate, for the immediate. That's for 2 days.
When you try to assess how much will be enough,
Ladies and gentlemen, I think for 2 days.
It's 2 days.
it's just 2 days.
Yes.
It's 1,500.
Monday, if he hasn't
per
done
day.
anything, he'll give us more.
Yes.
That's what he
I
said.
think we're being
We are
fair.
okay for now.
So,
We can.
well, how soon will the 3,000 come?
So now I need to go and
I hope
make
they
a
don't.
phone
I
call
hope they
with
won't knock off.
management.
I hope they won't
We
knock off.
have a vehicle deliverman, but I will need each and every person to sign
Sure.
against their name. That way nobody comes back. and
Okay,
says,
it's not everyone who's going for 3,000. For me, I'm saying 3,000. Just my vehicle.
You see,
Okay. For the sake of progress, majority wins. Majority wins. Yes. Okay. For the sake of progress, the claim forms. Yes.
so I can
We are
go
on the
ahead
same page.
and place a call to
Please
management.
go ahead. Please go ahead.
I'm telling you, I want to go.
Which will be not happening until Monday. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I'm on your side. Yes.
For the sake of progress, please go ahead. Can we have the forms? We start filling it. Right now we've had a big party, but it's done now.
Just a minute. So sorry.
Please.
The news continues, but just now we turn to the Muvi TV editorial.
Exactly 3 weeks from today, November 8, 2025, the Patriotic Front Party will head to a convention to elect a new party leader following the demise of late President Edgar Chagwa Lungu 5 months ago. We are glad to have you joined us on today's edition of Muvi Television Editorial Opinion. It looks like it won't be a game of the winner takes it all at the PF convention come 29 November 2025, as what seemingly to be a road faced with deep division as to who supports who. Just like the mighty Usain Bolt who'd stun his opponents with early runs, so far Brian Mundubile has taken an early lead against his opponent. How, you might ask? Just yesterday, Friday, November 7, 29 PF MPs endorsed him, hence leaving his opponents like Makebi and Rwinda with dust on their faces like they are on a marathon on a dusty Sesheke highway road. But wait a minute, Munduvile may be at the speed of Samuel Matete or Muzala Samukonga, but as it is said, Okutangila Tekufika, the dynamics as to who will win the race are still wide open. For example, it is in our opinion that Makebi Zulu might have some sort of a silent anointing from the family because of the role he is currently playing as family lawyer plus spokesperson. Agree or disagree with our opinion, it is a well-known fact that camps in the PF have been formed, hence the upcoming convention is typically fragile. Back to Makebi Zulu, another strong position which puts him ahead in that race is that there is a notion playing around that the last wishes of the late former president ECL might play a huge factor. Why, you might ask again? It is in our opinion that from our analysis, anyone who may go against what would be put forward as ECL's last wishes will be perceived as having been a hater or not a loyalist to the party, hence disadvantages Mzulu in our opinion. We will not delve so much on the likes of Mundolo, Grefford Monde, Emmanuel Mwamba or CK, as these are just fillers in our opinion. Finally, as we end our editorial opinion, just like the mighty Arsenal Football Club fakes their title hope challenges as they pretend to take early leads on the log table, this is true to Given Lubinda, the current acting PF leader. Yes, it is in our opinion that G. Lubinda is at the helm of the party currently and has few backers here and there, but the reality will dawn on him like the way Arsenal have been winning trophies for other teams for the past 20 years. That's your editorial opinion.
We now take a break. When we're back, we look at sports stories.
It's time to register. The Electoral Commission of Zambia will be conducting mass voter registration across the country from the 13th of October to the 11th of November 2025. If you are 18 years and above, a Zambian citizen and in possession of a Green National Registration Card, NRC, you qualify to register. If you registered in 2020 or during continuous registration of voters and you still have your voter's card, you don't need to register again. During this registration period, ECZ will be providing the following services: new registrations, replacement of lost, destroyed or defaced voters' cards, transfers from one polling station to another, claims for omission on the register of voters, corrections of clerical errors, and removal of deceased voters. Registration centers will be open throughout the week from 8 hours to 17 hours, except on days when teams will be relocating to the next registration center. Register now. It's your right. It's your choice. This message is brought to you by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. It's time to register. The Electoral Commission of Zambia will be conducting mass voter registration across the country from the 13th of October.
Your future can't wait. Why delay your dreams when you can fast-track your success at Curso University? March 10, 2025. Mark your calendar. Enroll in the following faculties: Faculty of Nursing, Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Humanities, Business and Education, Department of Postgraduate Studies. For a limited time, get a 20% off discount on your first semester, making education more affordable. Plus, we offer a very flexible payment plan, 50% upfront to start, the rest to be paid in manageable monthly installments. Study full-time, distance and online, making it perfect for in-service workers and international students too. Don't miss out. Call us now and secure your place. Curso University, meeting the educational needs of today.
Mubuyu Christian Academy is a girls-only boarding school located near Sandy Beach in Siavonga. Mubuyu Christian Academy is now enrolling for Form 1 and Grade 10 pupils. So all girls who have just completed their Grade 7 and Grade 9 exams must take this opportunity to receive high-performance Christian-based holistic education. Help your girl child reach their full potential. Call 0976 386184. When you think girl child education, think Mubuyu Christian Academy. Mubuyu Christian Academy, excellence through Christian education.
Get in touch with us on 0972 568195.
Zambia under-17 has qualified to the knockout stage of the World Cup Championship in Qatar. This comes after a victory recorded against Honduras in a game that was played on Friday evening. Under-17 boys head coach Dennis Makenka, during a post-match interview, said he still couldn't believe, but he was happy that the young Copper Bullets recorded a clean sheet in their second match.
It's a great feeling. Honestly, we knew this game was going to be very difficult because they are coming from a loss. And you know, we prepared for this game. The boys came to the party. We got the early goals, but disappointingly, we considered those silly mistakes that we allowed them to get 2 goals. So it's such a great feeling, you know, first time at the World Cup and winning our first 2 matches. It's so massive for the country and for the boys. Yeah, I think today we didn't play as well as we played in the first game. I thought today the intensity was a bit low because of course we had a few players who are not feeling well, who are sick, they were out, so it affected our game plan a bit. But all in all, we are happy with the result. We thought it was going to be very difficult, but yeah, we are here. It is what it is. We've gotten the results that we wanted. We are happy. I'm sure if you saw after we scored 3 goals, there was a bit of relaxation, you know, complacency at the back until we gave away those cheap goals. But it's just something that we just need to talk about. It's something psychological. We work on it. Otherwise, the ball movement and the way we organize, it's much better than we were.
What kind of encounter should we expect on Tuesday when you take on 3-time world champions?
Kansanshi Dynamo's interim head coach Yoram Kasempa says his team is fully prepared ahead of their crucial MTN Super League encounter against Nchanga Rangers set for Sunday at Independence Stadium. Kasempa expressed confidence in his squad's readiness, noting that the team has shown great improvement in training and is eager to bounce back from a challenging start of the season. The Solwezi-based outfit currently sits in 14th position on the league table with 6 points from 10 matches played.
We are ready for Nchanga Rangers. I know at the moment Nchanga Rangers are doing fine. When I look at my team, we are also a better side. I think we are going to give them a good run. We are ready for them. The few days I've been with the team is looking sharp. Everyone is focused and everyone is ready. I have no pressure. It's not the first time I'm meeting Nchanga Rangers. I met them some time back, maybe in National League. So I've got no pressure. We are at home. We need to enjoy the game.
That wraps up the news tonight. Before we go, let's have a look at the headlines. HH fails to address crowds as stone throwing disrupts Chiwempala market event. Cholera cases in Monze double to 12, 6 patients admitted. Voter registration exercise to be extended UPNDSG. Kansachi Dynamos ready for Nchanga Rangers clash, Kasempa. That's it from the desk. On behalf of the entire news team, my name is Kondwelani. Stay blessed and continue watching Litovia.
To the 11th of November 2025. If you are 18 years and above, a Zambian citizen and in possession of a Green National Registration Card, NRC, you qualify to register. If you registered in 2020 or during continuous registration of voters and you still have your voter's card, you don't need to register again. During this registration period, ECZ will be providing the following services: new registrations, replacement of lost, destroyed or defaced voters' cards, transfers from one polling station to another, claims for omission on the register of voters, corrections of clerical errors, and removal of deceased voters. Registration centers will be open throughout the week from 8 hours to 17 hours, except on days when teams will be relocating to the next registration center. Register now. It's your right. It's your choice. This message is brought to you by the Electoral Commission of Zambia. It's time to register. The Electoral Commission of Zambia will be conducting mass voter registration across the country from the 13th of October to the 11th of November 20.
Your future can't wait. Why delay your dreams when you can fast-track your success at Curso University? March 10, 2025. Mark your calendar. Enroll in the following faculties: Faculty of Nursing, Faculty of Health Sciences, Faculty of Humanities, Business and Education, Department of Postgraduate Studies. For a limited time, get a 20% off discount on your first semester, making education more affordable. Plus, we offer a very flexible payment plan, 50% upfront to start, the rest to be paid in manageable monthly installments. Study full-time, distance, and online, making it perfect for in-service workers and international students too. Don't miss out. Call us now and secure your place. Curso University, meeting the educational needs of today. Your future
to apply. Muvi Christian Academy is a girls-only boarding school located near Sandy Beach in Siavonga. Muvi Christian Academy is now enrolling for Form 1 and Grade 10 pupils. So all girls who have just completed their Grade 7 and Grade 9 exams must take this opportunity to receive high-performance Christian-based holistic education. Help your girl child reach their full potential. Call 0976 386184. When you think girl child education, think Muvi Christian Academy. Muvi Christian Academy,